Dear friends, the Irish province of the Institute of Christ the King, Sovereign Priest, presents Lenten Thoughts. Live not by bread alone, but by every word from daily Mass. Please consider helping us restore our church in Belfast, the Church of the Immaculate Heart of Mary. Go to this GoFundMe link and donate. Thank you for your generosity. Tuesday of Holy Week. Poor Peter. Imagine Jesus being escorted by the rough men who had arrested him, taken to the high priest, and standing before him like a common criminal. Jesus is surrounded by a merciless mob of soldiers and other hostile figures thirsting for his blood like ravenous wolves. Witness the grim satisfaction on the faces of the chief priests, scribes, and Pharisees, the roughness of the soldiers, and the fervent persecution of lawless thugs dragging him along. Hear their raucous shouts and hurtful words and insults hurled at this blameless Lamb of God. It is our Father, our brother, our most faithful and beloved friend being rushed to trial, encircled by such a menacing horde of adversaries. It is the eternal Word incarnate being treated as the worst criminal. It is the everlasting Son of God who descended from heaven to suffer and die, now facing the very man clamoring for his punishment and death, those he came to save. Before the high priest, he, both true God and true man, is accused of blasphemy. False witnesses parade before him, their testimonies conflicting and baseless. His disciples have scattered. Yet Peter and another follower shadow him, not daring to openly stand with him, but drawn by curiosity and seemingly indifferent to his plight. Contemplate him in such profound abandonment and let your heart sympathize with his. Jesus, so utterly alone and forsaken, evokes our deepest compassion. What mental anguish surpasses that of suddenly finding oneself devoid of any friend, encircled by full force of envy and malice. But the torment does not end there. When the high priest accused him of blasphemy, they spat upon him, blindfolded him, and struck him, taunting him to identify his assailants. Imagine the solace it would have brought Jesus if a friendly voice had offered a word of comfort to his wounded heart, if he had glimpsed a familiar face with a kind and affectionate gaze. Was there no one to offer a reassuring hand squeeze? No one. Yet listen, finally there is a familiar voice, one he knows and loves clearly, one who vowed to stand by him even unto death. Could this be the source of solace for him now? Alas, it is in vain. Peter denies him, even goes as far to curse and swear that he does not know him. Is it conceivable, my Jesus, that it has come to this? Is this what you would expect to hear from your chosen apostle? When Jesus heard Peter deny him, even resorting to curses to disavow him, he did not rebuke the apostle. Instead, as St. Luke poignantly recounts, the Lord turned and looked at Peter. That glance was enough to pierce Peter's heart with remorse. He recalled Jesus' earlier words and went out and wept bitterly. Picture that gaze of Jesus brimming with tender sorrow and love. Consider how the sight of his sad, bruised, and disfigured face moved the poor apostle. Reflect on my own involvement in this painful scene through my sins, which Jesus foresaw. Contemplate how I might demonstrate sympathy with him and seek grace for myself by seizing opportunities to emulate him. It is deeply distressing when people shun association with me, speak disparagingly or insolently of me, and when a beloved friend betrays my trust by maligning me behind my back. It is a jolting blow to discover that someone I have confided in undermines my trust due to external pressures. It is perhaps even more devastating to accidentally overhear a trusted friend speaking contemptuously or insultingly about me when they should be defending me. My heart and feelings are wounded, though perhaps I deserve it. Jesus did not deserve such treatment, yet he remained patient and kind. Have I shown similar grace in such circumstances? Have I considered offering these injuries to him in reparation for my part in his sufferings and in heartfelt sympathy with him? Oh, my dear Jesus, I align my heart with yours in your most bitter abandonment by your friends. I will endeavor to comfort you through my unwavering loyalty. Grant me the grace to bear all injuries with charity and resignation, especially those who I call friends. Jesus, aid me by thy grace. Did you enjoy today's Lenten thought? Why not help us make this former Presbyterian church worthy of the Catholic liturgy, our beloved Church of the Immaculate Heart of Mary in Belfast? To donate, go to this link. May God bless you for your generosity. And may the Immaculate Heart of Mary triumph in Ireland.